They're testing 5G on cows. They're testing 5G in agriculture. They're test cities in the United States. But they wear 5G smart collars, and they're watching. There's a whole video about this on Reuters you can watch where they're looking at the milk production. They know where the cows are in the field. They're testing out this technology. There's also actually a lot of ways they're going to be using 5G in agriculture, according to industry. They're also testing virtual reality on cows. Yes. It's not funny, but it's like, how? This is actually the Ministry of Agriculture and Food of the Moscow region. And I thought this was actually a joke. And I suppose it's possible that someone got into this website or made a fake website for this, this government site. But I don't think so. It's been picked up actually in a lot of news pieces. They're using virtual reality to ease the anxiety of the cows so that they produce more milk. And 5G, if you hear about 5G, they are talking about virtual reality as part of what 5G is for, because with 5G, you can move video faster, they say. And these VR headsets are an integral part and being couched as the reason that we need this. They're also testing 5G in schools, especially under-resourced schools. Schools are industry's playground. They can test all their technology, donate and be seen as helping, when really they're gathering information about what works, what doesn't work, how they can make their products better. Yeah, so they're in France, they passed a law, as did actually Israel and Cyprus and French Polynesia, banning Wi-Fi in kindergarten. And then in those countries, they have different laws about wireless in classrooms in elementary school. This is what someone raised that I'll just briefly talk about. So in France, they have the Wi-Fi is off as the default instead of always being on. I mean, why does it make sense to have the Wi-Fi always on? And in Cyprus, there's an order to take the Wi-Fi out of elementary school. And there are many schools. We actually have on the Environmental Health Trust website a list. If you're a parent or a grandparent wondering about this, we have a list with links to all of the schools that are taking measures, removing Wi-Fi. A lot of private schools are removing Wi-Fi from the classrooms as parents raise that issue. And the issue of headaches is very important because there is a body of literature showing headaches from exposure. There are people who are injured, who are getting headaches or having other issues from wireless and cell phone radiation, and when it is removed, they are not as sick. Now, there are kids in schools who are getting sick, and there's several court cases, and we also have that on our website as well. There's also, I don't have a slide on this, but there's several accommodation cases internationally and especially in France where workers have been accommodated because of sensitivities to wireless radiation and electromagnetic fields. And yet, the advertising is showing young children with virtual reality, and that is a cell phone right up to the head. And this is imaging done by Claudio Fernandez and engineers in Brazil universities. And that top image was actually looking at the absorption. If you took the phone and put it in the virtual reality position, how would your skull, your eyes, your brain tissue, the different regions of your brain absorb this radiation. What is the rate of absorption? And here we have those same colors showing how much radiation that potentially could be absorbed. And yet, and I was sent this, I signed up to one of this Let's 5G thing, so industry has this astroturfing where they make it seem like there's a grassroots organization wanting 5G, but really it's funded by industries, and they send you monthly newsletters about 5G and how much you should love it. This one was about 5G in the classroom and about all the great things that 5G will bring. It will save time. Virtual reality opens up learning. And it's really going to be an explosion. Here are some estimates, and these numbers come from the Small Cell Forum, the Climate Think Tank Shift Report, which I hope everyone is aware of, numbers, and Ericsson, an industry report. 500 billion internet-connected devices will be connected to the internet by 2030. 8.9 billion mobile phone subscriptions worldwide. A 60% growth in production of wireless peripherals, all those little wireless things. You can't even buy a speaker now that doesn't have wireless unless you order it over the internet, at least in my town, and should not be that hard. A 7-fold increase in mobile data, and 70 million small cell tower bases to be installed by 2025.